everybody, this is Sybil with Soul & Skin Fitness Studio. I'm coming at you today to talk to you about my favorite, brand new, I created it for you. I don't think there's anything like it out there. This came to me while I was in a sound bath, and I was like, I have to make this into a facial. It is called the Sound Bath Hydrofacial Treatment. So it originally just started as a sound bath treatment, and it came to me about 16, 17 months ago, and I was like, how can I turn this into a facial? I want to turn this into a facial. And I went up to the person who was doing the sound bath music, and I was like, could you do music for me, like specifically just for me to do a facial? And she's like, I don't see why not. Let's get together and do this. And so we partnered with it. And then when I realized that I wanted to turn all of my facials into hydrofacials, I had to go back to her and say, so I have this big loud machine, and can I still turn it into hydrofacials? I know we've been working on this music for a little while, but can I still turn it into hydrofacials? And she was like, yeah, we can still do that. So let's start with, what is a sound bath? A sound bath is essentially music made up of crystal balls, like little like ching ting 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 little balls, crystal bowls that go like wah, 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 gongs, which hopefully you know what gongs are, like bong bong. Sometimes drums, like boom 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 boom. Bells, ding dong ding dong. Chimes. Hey, you know chimes. I'm doing chimes, guys. Forget it. Sometimes some chanting, some water music in the background. And this particular musician, she does all of that live, as well as she does like kind of like water sticks, and she does like live birds chant, like she's picked up like live birds, and then she has some piano that she'll sometimes put in. So she does a lot of that, and she mixes it all together so that it's this wonderful sound bath. So when I go get a sound bath and I'm doing a sound bath live, it is an experience unto itself, where you're lying down, you're in these yoga postures, and she's got all these chimes and gongs and, you know, bells and whistles, and it's incredible. When she's in the studio, she has all of that, and then she has all this like mixing equipment that she can do, where she can mix all this other proprietary stuff in as well, which I was very excited about, because one of the other things I wanted to get her to mix in was these megahertz, these hertz. So the idea is this sound wave technology. So one of the things that, if you ever were my client when I had carried osmosis, is the idea of the sound wave penetrating into us. So if you use the harmonized waters were powered by the idea that we had sound waves that were then infused into all of the water, which therefore was all the product. And anybody who used them was like, no, these are amazing, it's great. And how that function is that all of our body is made up of, you know, a lot of water. And so it is science that we can infuse things, or we can use these sound waves to get into us. And they've done research on that. Cats purr like when you pet them, and they can bring down your blood pressure. And it's not just the petting, but it's actually the active purring of a cat will actually bring down your blood pressure faster. And it's that the thrum of the cat, so it's that hertz, the megahertz of them thrumming. That's why a cat will actually purr when they're injured, because they're actually promoting their own healing. So there are certain scientific beliefs, and there have been more and more studies being done that are proving that there are certain of these megahertz that are being used to heal diseases. They're currently using certain ones to like break down like kidney stones right now in Britain. So there's certain ones that are used for the brain. There's certain ones that are being used to calm down people. And so she used one called the Miracle Cord, and she used one that's designed to help down-regulate the body, and then also help to up-regulate the nervous system of the brain, so that you take in more energy. So it down-regulates the nervous system so that you relax, but at the same time, you actually stimulate your brain so that you are able to, throughout your day, function better. So it's pretty neat. So those are the two that I had put in there, so that at the end, you have that last stimulation, so that at the end, when you're coming back up from your kind of nap time, you then can go about your day, and like you're more stimulated and you work better. But at the very beginning, you kind of downregulate. And so those are the two I had to put in. And then I have another secret chord in there, which if you ask me, I'll tell you, but not on this video. You'll have to ask me in person. All right. So that is essentially what the sound bath portion is of this facial. The rest of the facial is essentially the lovely hydrofacial that we've talked about before. And then this hydrofacial 100% includes an ampule, a specialty serum, and then all the other goodies, because this is like the experience of experiences, because I have all the time in the world for you. So everyone who's tested this for me has pretty much fallen asleep. The hardest thing about this facial has been getting my timing right, because people pass out on this bed, they fall asleep, and then I have more trouble kind of getting them off and kind of back in their bodies, and kind of like, hey, hey, come back to me, and let's get you back out of the room, and are you still with me? Hi, I'm Sybil. Hi, be here. And so that's what we've been still playing with the music. But I think we're there. You are still a little bit my guinea pigs, as I have more of you to be my guinea pigs. It's gonna be good. If you have questions, ask them below. I'm very excited to be bringing this brand new facial, and I think it's really the only sound bath facial in the world. If you've ever heard of this before, let me know, but as far as I know, I'm the first person to create it. So enjoy the Solon Studio sound bath facial. I'm very excited to bring it to you, and you all have a great day. Bye!